rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome back, everybody, to our classroom and to another day, St. Peter and Paul School. I'm missing you so much. Be sure to have Mom and Dad put a picture on Facebook of things you're doing. I hope your work is going well. You're almost finished with your work, and I'm going to give you another packet with some fun things. Frog things and number things and letter things, so you can keep working and getting smarter. And then very soon next, when summer's over, we'll come back here. But even before school starts, we're going to have some kind of party and all get together before school starts again. So that'll be very fun. So we have to keep working hard and in school together. Even though you can't be here with me, we're still here right now. And good news is Froggy, Freddie Frog, if you saw him yesterday, he's still here. All right, so we're going to sing with him and see him in just a minute. But let's go over to calendar, figure out what day it is. The month is still April. We're still in April. It was a new month just last week, but boy, the time went by over vacation. And look at April fly by. The season is spring. Remember, we had fall, we had Halloween and trick-or-treating, and we had winter, we had Christmas time in the winter, and we went sledding. And then winter went away, and now it's spring. Very soon, all the beautiful new green leaves will be on our preschool trees. One of these days, we're going to take our camera outside and we'll show you what our preschool trees are looking like now. It's starting to change because a tree is a living thing. Plants grow and change. They need sunlight. They need food. We know that. The leaves died because they weren't getting enough food. Living things grow and change. Trees grow, plants grow. So plants are living things just like animals, like frogs and birds. Remember, we learned frogs were amphibians because they are animals that live in the water, and then they change to be land animals. That is really awesome. Well, let's look back at our calendar and we'll start talking about those things very soon. April, how many days have we had in April? Look at 2020. I think it moved because it said, you forgot about me, Mrs. Vogt. The month is April. The year is 2020. Once again, I'm not here for you guys to remind me of parts of the calendar. Usually you're the teacher at this time, aren't you? The leader of the day. I miss you leaders of the day doing the work with Mrs. Vogt. Let's count how many days in April we've had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you guys are getting fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A big fat hen. We're out of fingers, so bundle those up. There's our first 10. Then we need more fingers for 11, 12, 13. Can you see that number? We're getting into our big teen numbers. Can you zoom in, Mr. Vogt, on 13, 14, 15. Good job. That's a number many kids forget when they're counting. They'll say 11, 12, 13, 15, but it's really 13, 14, 15. It's got a fat old 5 in it. So there's our 15. 15 days in April. Wow, 15. Is it Sunday? No, that was Easter. Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? Yes, April 15th, right in the middle of the month. It's a Wednesday, so let's change these. Today is Wednesday. Yay, Wednesday. There are 7 days there. Good job. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You could sing that without me, couldn't you? I bet you could sing it to your mom and dad by yourself. You know that so well. Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. And yesterday when we were here talking to Freddie Frog, who hopped all over and sang with us yesterday, we'll bring him back in just a minute. He can't wait to come back to school today. That was yesterday, Tuesday. We're here on Tuesday. And today is Wednesday. Right now, Wednesday. Or Willie Weasel. Wednesday. Wednesday. And we have to do weather. We forgot yesterday to do weather. There's nobody here to help me, so sometimes I forget. Were you at home saying, we have to do the weather, Mrs. Moat? I'm sorry, so let's catch up today. Yesterday, Monday was windy and rainy. And then yesterday was a cloudy day, still windy. Trying to get warmer around here. Didn't we have strange weather last week when there was no school? There was snow, there was rain, there was sun, there were warm days. That's what happens in early spring. The weather is changing. We even had a stormy, rainy night. Do you remember that when it was lightning, thundering? Springtime has many strange kinds of weather. We even had some snow. That's crazy. But today is a cloudy day. And yesterday was also cloudy, so we're going to come over to our weather graph. And it's April. And we're going to mark cloudy today. We're following a pattern, a pattern, a pattern. We're following a pattern. Can you tell me what it is? We have to mark 2 cloudy days. Take a look at the colors. Purple, pink, blue. Oh, you need a little more information to know what is going to repeat. A pattern we know repeats over and over and over. Something that repeats, like your mom or dad says, put away your shoes, put away your shoes, put away your... And you know they're going to say shoes because they keep repeating it over and over. That's called a pattern. And we have a color pattern, purple, pink, blue. When I add more information, you'll be able to figure out the pattern. I'm going to color this rectangle, this little tiny bar. Purple, pink, blue. Purple. And we have to do another color because we had yesterday was cloudy and today. Purple, pink, blue, purple, pink. Oh, with that information, are you figuring out the pattern? Fun to color with markers. Purple, pink, blue. Purple, pink. Oh, I think some of you have figured out the pattern. There's 3 colors, 3 elements to that pattern. Purple, pink, blue. A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. It keeps repeating. We'll see for sure tomorrow, but that tower's sure getting tall on cloudy. April is supposed to be a rainy month, so we're expecting some rain. That helps the plants grow. Living things need water to grow. And April is a rainy month of showers. April showers bring May flowers. So we're expecting some rain. So we'll probably add some rain. And Weather Bear's dressed for rainy weather, isn't he? And while we're over here, let's remember all living things grow and change. Last week we've been talking about birds and animals that hatch from eggs. We know that frogs hatch from eggs. Frogs are living things. They grow, they eat, they make noises, they hop, they swim, they lay eggs, they grow and change. They're living things. Remember, they hatch from eggs. The mother frog lays eggs in the water. And out of those eggs comes a little creature called a tadpole. He has a tail and gills to breathe, so he can breathe underwater. Then he grows his back feet and his front feet, he's still swimming in the water. As he grows, he'll lose his tail and he'll become a land animal. He's a frog, grown-up frog. And a mother frog will lay eggs, and the cycle goes round and round. So frogs continue to grow and live because of new life. Eggs are a really important sign of life, and eggs and frogs laying eggs, bird laying eggs, it happens in the spring when the weather turns warmer. If it was winter, it'd be too cold. You're right, they would die. So new life happens all around us in spring. It's time to be happy and feel alive again, and you get to go out and ride your bikes and run and play. If you were in school, we wouldn't even have to put on snow pants and boots anymore. We could grab our jacket and run outside. Pretty soon it will be so warm we won't even need our jacket. Awesome. Let's add one more to how many days of school have we had? We have to add one more straw. Every day we come to school. You're right, we add another counting stick. So we had 102 tens already. And we're trying to get 10 more, aren't we? There's 6. Let's take those out and make sure there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to turn that to 7 across the sky and down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. 7, like 7 days of the week. Can we bundle those up? And no, not yet, because there's not 10. We have 5, 6, 7, just like our fingers show. You're right, I heard someone say 3 more and Zero the Hero Day will come. 3 more days and Zero the Hero will come back, and we'll be able to bundle this 10 up. 10 goes in the tens place with these 2 tens. All right, let's look over here. Watch a frog grow. Now the cool thing about this poster is, if you look, these pictures were taken with a camera. These are real life frog eggs, and the eggs are laid in the water. A pond or a puddle, a lake, a river. Those little black dots, those are going to be the little tadpoles. When they're big enough, they'll pop out. They will hatch. Right here are the tadpoles in the orange square. Tadpoles are little tadpoles, hatch from the eggs. Number 3, look at that old tadpole. He's growing up, isn't he? Food helps him grow. Older tadpole. A tadpole grows legs. Look at those webbed feet so he can swim. He's got skin between his toes to help him push the water. Here's number 4. Then here's the grown-up frog. That's a real frog. Notice he does not have a tail anymore. He's still sitting in the water. And there's a lily pad. We sang about a lily pad yesterday. They're big leaves that float on the water, and frogs like to sit on them and get all warm and dry in the sun. They float on the water. They're part of the plants that grow at a pond. Down here, I just wanted to show you the many different kinds of frogs there are in the world. This frog is called a blue poison dart frog. I wonder why he's called a blue frog. You're right, he's the color blue. Poison means he could really hurt someone. He has poison. He might make you very sick. He's got poison. This frog is called painted reed frog. He's painted like green leaves. Look at his toes. See how different frogs are. This is a funny name. He's called a tomato frog. He looks like a red tomato. And look at this guy. He's called a horned frog. Do you see his horns above his eyes? Yeah, so he's called a horned frog. Remember, frogs have eyes on top of their head so they can watch those flies and insects go by, and they snatch them up with their sticky tongues. There are a lot of different kinds of frogs. Let's look down here again, and I'm going to have you have a try. Let's do some rug activities before we do our songs and have Froggy come back. Maybe he can jump on over here right now. Come here, Frog. Here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Whoa, he's been ready to come over here. I got to hold you still. Oh, no. Oh, no. His sticky feet. Now, how am I? Oh. There. I have to be careful. Remember, frogs have sticky feet to help them climb up the tree. Hop like a frog. 1, 2, 3. Climb like a frog up the tree. Swim like a frog. Swim on by. Sit very still. Slurp. Catch a fly. Is that your best part when you catch the fly? There's his eyes on top of his head. All right, we're going to put you right there, Froggy. Freddy Frog. All right, and let's look at our pictures. That's life. Someday we'll talk about how butterflies grow and change. They're living things. But today we're going to do frogs. If you look at the pictures, do you remember which one goes first? Let's mix them all up. Which one happens first? You're right, the egg. The frog lays eggs in the water. See how the blue water is all around. And did you know that jelly stuff that's around the egg, it's jelly and it tastes bad. So other creatures don't eat those eggs because the jelly part tastes really bad. That's a way that protects the eggs so other things won't eat those eggs. Isn't that a great idea? That jelly stuff is yucky, so other creatures don't want to eat the eggs. Frogs lay lots of eggs to make sure that some of the babies grow and change into big frogs. Now let's see what else comes next. You're right, that little tadpole that does not have legs. Right? This guy goes right here. Tadpole. And then the next one is very funny. I love this name. It's called a froglet. Remember, a baby pig is a piglet? The guy with all the feet, and he still has some of his tail. He's called a froglet. A little baby frog. Froglet. That's because he's still a baby because he has part of his tail. And then last is the frog. See him sitting on the lily pad? He jumped right off of the lily pad. He said, I think I'm glad I'm a little green frog. Yeah, he's sitting on top there and getting all warm in the sun. So we put them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can take our little toy tadpole. Oh, he doesn't go first. You're right. The one with no legs. There's our tadpole. And now he's starting to become a froglet. Still swimming in the water. And then this guy's almost lost his tail. So we put them in the right sequence, the right order. I wish I had a big one that would be the frog, but okay. Do you want to do it, Freddie? Yes, I would love to be the big frog on the end. I could be that, right? All right, come right over here. Here's the mama frog or the daddy frog right on the end. There, now we put them in the right order, didn't we? Now, I wanted to show you this little activity before we do some of our songs and movement. Let's see. There's a cute little froggy in a raincoat. Could that really happen? Do frogs have umbrellas and raincoats? No. It's fun to pretend. Let's look at these pictures and let's put them in the right order, the right sequence, just like we did with the tadpole, turning into a frog. Stories, letters, numbers, all have an order or a sequence. that they follow. Let's see. We'll go put these right on the rug. They're very cute pictures of a little frog. He's getting ready to go outside on a rainy day. He's putting his clothes on, his rain clothes, not his snowy clothes for winter. In the spring, we can wear our rain gear like Weather Bear. Let's see. Look at this frog. He's all ready for outside. How did he get ready with his umbrella and his rain gear, his rain boots? Let's look at all the pictures. What would be first? Oh, you're right. Look at this one. He doesn't have hardly anything on yet, just his boot. I think you're right. There's all his rain gear on the floor. So let's put that first. We'll put that one first because he's just getting dressed. He only has a boot on. Okay, what comes after boots? Let's look at these pictures. Oh, this one he's all ready. You're right. And this one, he already has his coat. He's just put... Look at Froggy right there. Do you see? Yes, that one is the one where he's just putting his jacket on. Good. So he has his boots and his jacket. Then what goes next? His rain hat. Of course, frogs love the water. They don't really need rain gear because they love getting all wet. They're amphibians. They like water and land. Now he's ready to go outside under his umbrella. Umbrella bird. Umbrella. Letter U. Yes, umbrella. So we put that Froggy story all in the right order. We're not going to start with putting his hat on, are we? No, we have to start first things first. His boots, because he doesn't have his coat on. So this has to go down here. All right, that was fun putting those in order too. And yesterday, remember we used our magnet numbers? And remember, we filled up the top. We had 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a 5 group, isn't it? And one more would make 16. 6. If we didn't have these, we would just have 6, wouldn't we? Everybody knows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, but this is 16. A teen means it has a 10 group, and 6 more would be 16. Here's how we can show 16. 16, we write it with 1 because there's one big 10 in the tens place, and 6 little ones left over, 16. What comes after 16? Yeah, some of you guys know 17. 5, 6, 7. Here's our big 10 group and 7 more. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One time a while ago, remember I talked to you when you're 16 or 17, you can drive a car. You get a driver's license. You have to be 16 or 17 years old. That's a lot. That's a big number. After 17 comes 18. And if we put one more, you're right. Let's make it yellow. So we have our 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's our 8. Oh, I heard someone already saying 19. Look at that. We've almost filled up another tray. With I put this here, that makes 19. And one more, do we say 10, 18, 19, 20. 20. That means we have 2 10s. 20. Let's see if I have a card for 20. Look at that. You're right. 20 is a 0, the hero number. It has a 0 on the end because there's no little ones left over. It's all full. There aren't any extra ones left over, so we put a 0 on the end in the ones place. There are no more ones because we put them in our 10s. So we have 2. Look at, here's a 10, and here's the other 10. See this green 10 tray and this green 10 tray. So now there's 2 10 trays. That makes 20. That's a big number too. So let's say 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's for you big kids that are learning about teen numbers. You're just so smart. We have to keep right on going, don't we? Numbers never end. And I've got something really cool before we do movement. I know you're ready to do some other fun things, but look what I have, a little pond of water. Let's just pretend it's a pond of water. We're still in the classroom. We don't have a pond in here, do we? If you were here, we'd make a pond in the water table. I would put sand at the bottom and rocks at the bottom, and we could have ducks swimming on top and frogs swimming on top. We could make a little pond in our water table. In school, we're just going to use this paper one for today. And look at, these are going to be my eggs. Aren't they funny? You know what these are. We've used them in our projects before. They're googly eyes. But they do look like frog eggs with that poisonous jelly stuff that tastes, well, it's not really poisonous, but it just tastes bad. So most creatures won't eat those eggs because it tastes bad. This frog laid all these eggs. Now we're going to do little story problems. You know how we love to have little stories and figure out the answer or figure out how many. So I'm going to take off the eggs. And let's say that the frog laid 1, 2, 3. Let's say the frog had laid 3 eggs. Okay? I'm going to get a little whiteboard so that we can write that on the whiteboard. I have my whiteboard right here. And here's mine. Sometimes we use our little boards at school to write with, don't we? So let's write 3. Round a tree, round a tree. That's the way to make a 3. We've got 3 eggs. And if one of you were here on the rug in our big circle, I would say, come over and let's put 1 more egg. Froggy laid 1 more egg in the pond. What happened now? How many eggs are all together in the pond? We had 3 and 1 more came. 3 and 1 more. How many all together now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All together, 4. That's kind of a crooked 4, but that's a 4, isn't it? Let's erase it. It's hard when you're writing kind of upside down. All right, let's do another story. Let's see. What if we had 5 eggs? 3, 4, 5. The mama frog laid 5 eggs in the pond, and then she laid 2 more. 1, 2. So she had 5, and then she laid 2 more. 5 and 2 more. Now how many eggs are in the pond? 5 and 2. Do you know how many that is? There are 7 days. There are 7. Remember when we hold this up for 7 days of the week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's write 5. Let's keep track of what's in the pond. 5 eggs. And how many more did we? Oh yeah, 2. 5 were in the pond and 2 more were laid by the frog. How many eggs altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you said 7, you were so right. 7. Good job. It's harder to count when you're not here. All right, let's do one more story. Let's say, how many should we say? Should we make it hard one? Should we start with, okay, somebody said 6. All right, let's start with 6. So we'll erase this. And let's put a line and a loop. 6 rows of hoop. And let's say the mama lays 3 more. She started with 6 and we should put 3 more on? Okay. I wish you were here, boys and girls, to put those on for me. So here's our group of 6 in the pond, and she had 3 more. So let's put them all together. Now how many? Oops! There we go. How many all together? Let's count and see. 1, 2, let's put them over here. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite 10. 5, 6. She started with 6 and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 9. Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Mrs. Vogt can write it down here. 9. A loop and a line. 9. Good job. 9 little froggy eggs. Okay. Come right back. I'm going to move these things out of the way. We're going to do our couple songs before story. All right, we'll be right back.